It started out as a simple love affair. 1 cup in the morning, maybe a second after lunch, a warm familiar ritual that's been with you for decades. But lately, something feels different. You toss and turn at night, wondering why sleep doesn't come as easily as it used to. Your hands feel a little shakier. Your heart beats a little faster after the second cup. And some days, coffee feels like it's turning on you, leaving you jittery, anxious, or running to the bathroom more than usual. So what changed? The coffee? Nope. The way your body handles it? Absolutely. The truth is, coffee doesn't act the same way in your system after 65. That doesn't mean you have to give it up, but it might mean it's time to make a few small adjustments, because coffee should be your friend, not your enemy. Let's talk about what's happening and how to keep coffee working for you, not against you. Remember the days when you could drink a cup at 10 p.m. and fall asleep like a rock? When coffee just gave you energy without the jitters, the racing heart, or the acid reflux. Those were the days. But now, 1 cup too late in the day, and you're wide awake at 2 a.m., wondering why you still haven't fallen asleep. That's because our bodies process caffeine differently as we age. Our metabolism slows down, meaning caffeine sticks around much longer than before. What used to wear off in a few hours can now linger all day, messing with your sleep, your nerves, and even your digestion. At some point, sleep became harder to find, and coffee isn't helping. Caffeine blocks melatonin production, the hormone that tells your body it's bedtime. So even if you feel tired, your brain is still wired, like having a jet lag without the fun vacation. So what can you do? One of the easiest ways to improve your sleep is cut off coffee by 2 p.m., giving your body time to process the caffeine before bedtime. If you still crave that afternoon cup, try switching to decaf or herbal tea instead. You can still get the warmth and ritual, but without the wide awake feeling at midnight. And if you're still struggling to sleep, consider reducing your total caffeine intake for a few days and see if your rest improves. A good night's sleep is worth more than 1 cup of coffee. Back in the day, coffee just woke us up. Now, sometimes it feels like it's trying to send us into orbit. That jittery, heart-racing feeling, that's caffeine kicking your nervous system into high gear. And since caffeine lingers longer in older adults, that wired feeling lasts longer too. For some people, coffee can even increase blood pressure and cause heart palpitations, which isn't ideal if you already have heart concerns. So what can you do? If coffee makes your heart feel like it's beating out of your chest, try switching to half caffeine. You'll still get the taste and ritual, but with less of the intensity. Another simple trick is to drink a full glass of water with your coffee. This can help dilute the caffeine's effects and keep you from feeling overstimulated. And if you notice your heart pounding after every cup, it might be time to cut back by 1 cup a day and see if that helps. Your heart's been good to you all these years. Let's not make it work overtime. If coffee is giving you heartburn. Once upon a time, coffee was comforting. Now, it sometimes feels like fire in your chest. That's because coffee triggers acid production, which can worsen acid reflux. And it's not just the caffeine. Even decaf can cause problems because coffee is naturally acidic. So, what can you do? If coffee is causing acid reflux, one of the first things to try is drinking it after breakfast instead of on an empty stomach. Having food in your stomach can help buffer the acidity. Another option is to switch to low acid coffee or cold brew, which are both easier on digestion and less likely to trigger heartburn. And if you find yourself reaching for antacids after every cup, it may be worth cutting back gradually to see if your symptoms improve. Your stomach deserves better. Let's keep coffee from bullying it. You wouldn't think coffee has anything to do with your bones, but turns out it does. Coffee makes your body excrete calcium faster, and since bone density naturally decreases with age, that's not great news. And if you're at risk for osteoporosis, coffee could be quietly making things worse. So what can you do? If you drink coffee every day, make sure you're getting plenty of calcium, whether it's through dairy, leafy greens, or supplements. For those with osteoporosis concerns, consider cutting back to 2 to 3 cups a day instead of drinking coffee all day long. And since coffee can leach calcium from your bones, balance your coffee habit with bone-friendly foods. Your future self will thank you. Your bones have carried you through a lifetime of adventures. Let's keep them strong. You know exactly what I mean. Coffee is a natural diuretic, meaning it makes you pee more. If you're drinking multiple cups a day, you might actually be dehydrating yourself without realizing it. And dehydration in seniors, that's serious. It can cause dizziness, confusion, and even increase the risk of falls, things you definitely want to avoid. So what can we do about this? One simple rule is to drink 1 glass of water for every cup of coffee. This helps you keep hydrated and reduces the risk of dehydration. If coffee has you running to the bathroom too often, consider cutting back on espressos and highly concentrated coffee drinks. And if you notice signs of dehydration like dark urine, dry mouth, or dizziness, increase your water intake and balance out your coffee habit. Your body needs hydration, not just caffeine. If coffee still makes you feel great, sleep well, and function like a champ, then by all means, keep enjoying it. But if you notice it's not treating you as kindly as before, you don't have to quit, you just have to adjust. Coffee is still your friend, but like any good friendship, it evolves over time. So, how's coffee treating you these days? Have you noticed any changes? Let's chat in the comments.